Alright, so this is a review on the album or project called Royal Rumble. This is like a combination of other artists, grime artists. So Big Zoo, Kamakaze, Eyez, and Capo. It's just those four, by the way. Um, yeah, so let's just, in fact, the artwork. Let me get into that. So basically, it's like the Royal Rumble. Like if you know about WWF, yes, I said WWF, World Wrestling Federation. That's how I know it as. I don't know about WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Fuck that shit. I grew up on WWF. Like fuck. Are you dumb? Um, like in fact, before we get into that, yeah, before we get into this project, leave your answer in the comment section below. What era was you born? What era did you that you was you raised in, the WWF era or the WWE era, and who are your favorite wrestlers? You can mention both females and males, but who was your favorite? Like mine, for example, was The Rock. Who else is there? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who else? Triple H. Funny enough, Triple H. I found out like at least a few years ago, whatever. Me and him share the same birthday. That's a mad thing, you know. And also like who else was there? There was enough. Um, Mark Henry was my favorite, but not my favorite. If that makes any sense, it's like I feel like knowing obviously now know obviously wrestling is fake and all that. It's all scripted reality and stuff. But I feel like the era the era that he was in when I was watching it, he wasn't necessarily his character wasn't all that. Like I respect with the whole sexual chocolate thing and all that stuff there. Like his intro was fucking sick. But and oh yeah, speaking of intros, the Undertaker as well. Fucking hell. Man, Kane, are you dumb? Oi. And then there was oh you know what? X Pac, Edge, Christian, fucking Hardy Boy. Are you the net listen, I'm going through some fucking what do you call that thing? That reminiscence stage. Let me just get back on topic. Um yeah, so so like I said, the background is kind of black, not black, red, and it is like it's the Royal Rumble or the way that they advertise the wrestling events and stuff like that, like the main events, for example. So I like the way they done that. I like the artwork, so I can respect that. And but yeah, it'll be interesting if they had the idea of shooting a video for all of these and doing it all in one. I say do it all in one mainly because they can make it like like listen, I've got ideas, you know, like they can make it into a wrestling type of thing, like link up with who's the head now? I think Triple H now owns part of it as well. Like link up with Triple H or Vince McMahon or Shane McMahon or is it Linda McMahon? Yeah, something like that. Like link up with them, find a way to incorporate ideas and I like and listen. Look at this, yeah. Normally, like rock, like heavy metal rock, is usually linked with the intro music for most of these wrestling tracks from the days that I grew up watching it. Knowing the energy of grime, some new school wrestlers, yeah, like because I know there's gonna be some new ones coming through now, like they could end or ones being developed, they could end up using some grime tracks as their intro. So imagine if Big Zoo, Eyez, Kamakaze, Capo did an intro for a couple of these new school wrestlers. Do you know how sick that would be? Because let's be real, although wrestling is, or WWE or whatever you want to call it nowadays, is a US franchise, there are a lot of UK fans that actually do watch and follow it. But it's not just about that. It's about continuing, and obviously the WWE is. I don't know how international it is. I don't know it's known in other countries. I'm not too sure, but if it is, then it carries the sound of grime even further, the culture of grime even further. Do you get it? Like, I like them type of link ups where you can drain cultures. You understand? Like, let's say for example, like grime and boxing. Like, imagine Anthony Joshua being walked out um by Stormzy. Do you get it? Like, it's just mad. Like, not mad. Like, it's a well, you know what I mean when I say it's mad. It's like it's interesting. It's intriguing, and it just grows the grind culture even further. That's all I can say on that. Like, I've got ideas. You don't understand how much ideas I fucking have. And I'm just thinking on top of my head as well. I haven't even touched the actual tracks yet. So let me get into that. So there's On Fire, Pay the Fee, Out My Face, 180, Scheming. Then they got Capo Style, Camera Style, Zoo Style, and I Style. Now the great thing about that scheme there, where you got Capo Style, Camera Style, and Zoo Style, and I Style, is it's just them individually. Yeah, so you got Capo doing Capo Style, obviously. Then you got Kamakaze doing Camera Style, obviously. Then you got Zoo Style, which is done by Big Zoo, obviously. Then you got I Style, done by Eyez, obviously. So I like that little scheme there. That's a good look. But my favorite track, I'm gonna have to say, is probably Pay the Fee. Because when it all comes down to it, living in Western world, you want to get paid for what you're doing, and even paid for your ideas. You can have pay for whatever it is that you're doing, and you have to learn how to be assertive in situations where they may par you off. Like, let's be real. Like, this is the real world. Yeah, some people will try and think that you're ignorant, and they will try and play on that. And when they try and play on that, you can't get emotional. Yeah, especially if you're a man, you cannot get emotional. You have to understand, okay, all right, boom, this is the situation. What can I do right now to solve this problem? In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is you've got to learn how to man up. Yeah, like in some situations, some end up suing them. Be like, all right, look, I warned you. I said we tried to have a conversation that's amicable and all that stuff there, but you're not really listening to what I said. Well, you're not really, doing what's necessary. So, boom, see you in court. That's another way to sort out certain situations. So, that's especially if you know they're in breach of contract. I want to repeat that again. That's especially if you know if they're in breach of contract. But ultimately, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you are a man, you've got to learn how to develop yourself as a thoroughbred alpha male. Yeah, because that is the only way you will be able to be assertive enough and know how to react in these situations that may occur. Yeah, because when it comes to money, some people love to try and play games. Yeah, like, I could give you an example, but I don't want to go into a tangent. But I can give an example from recent experience. I wasn't necessarily I'm not gonna sue them or anything, because it's not really much of a big deal. And but the situation is, they asked me. This was more than once that they asked me to do something, right? And so I said, I don't mind. I can, what I mean? It's not my main thing of what I do, so I can help. And sent an invoice. Now they're no longer interested. You see, there's two things that can happen. You can be reactive and get emotional, be like, oh, well, you asked me for this, blah, blah, blah. Or you could be like, okay. You understand? Like, you don't necessarily have to be bothered about whether they are still going to be interested in wanting to do business with you. You understand? And that's just there's several circumstances that can happen when it comes to money. Like, that's just one way. You can with music, it's a different thing. They could pay you half the entrance fee and stuff like that. You can say, all right, boom, pay you half now, and then boom, you pay you half later, and then they don't pay you half later. It's mad. So there are different scenarios, but in any case scenario, you just have to develop yourself as a thoroughbred alpha male, and you know exactly how to react. And if it really is that important for you to get that money, then you will find a way to get that money without coming across. Obviously, you don't really care how you come across to them, but you'll be able to get it. You'll be able to get what you want, basically. Yeah, because the funny thing about life is when you react emotionally from an emotional place, you don't necessarily get what you want or what you need. When you react from a place of calmness, you end up getting what you want and what you need. All right, and I'm speaking from experience as well. So if you click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Thealkebulantrust, you will get access to online courses such as roles and relationships, and that's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself as a thoroughbred alpha male, so you know exactly how to react in these situations. Ensure that you get paid your fee or get paid regardless of whatever it is that you are doing. Yeah, and how to react in situations where, you know, when they're trying to play games or not trying to play you. All right, but if you do give us that aura that they give off that aura of an alpha male, then more time they're not really going to try and play games with you. They're going to want to pay you your fee. Yeah, but let's be real. The real world is some people are to try and test you. All right, but yeah, I'm gonna give this project 10 out of 10. So I'm glad they did this thing. Let's see if this continues. Maybe they could actually become an actual crew, because there's not that many. If there's that many, yeah, there's not that many crews that I know of in Grime these days. So it would be interesting to see if they turn into an actual crew, to an actual movement, and they do their thing for their generation and the next generation, and just keep this culture of grime just going forward. So that would be interesting. But anyway, listen, if you got any questions, any topics, oh shit, by the way, the project link is in the description box below. Make sure you go stream that, buy that, do what you got to do. And listen, if you've got any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next.